Our Draftstars matchup on Saturday brings us the Seagulls versus the Warriors. It's going to be a very close game, this one, with DCE out, obviously no Tom Trbojevic. I think it'll be fairly evenly matched, and this is a big game for the Seagulls to come back and hopefully dominate so they can show that they're a decent top 8 side. And for Warriors, obviously, a chance to bounce back with a couple of Eagles guys out. So we start with the outside backs here, and someone that I'm really bullish on this week is Ruben Garrick. So he's been moved to fullback position, and last week had a really super game there. The week before and 2 weeks before that were both on the wing, obviously there. But 51 last week in the fullback position. I think he can get something similar to that. He didn't really have too many attacking stats last week. Just the one try assist to go along with the rest of his general running meters was really nice. So Garrick, I think you do have to spend up on him, but I think it's a really good idea this week to dominate in your matchup here. So Christian Tuipulotu is my other guy that I'd be looking at from the Seagulls if you're looking at players from that team. And if you think that someone you want to be picking someone from the Warriors, and obviously Reece Walsh is always there. He's always available to be picked. He's had 4 consistent scores at the 40 mark, and obviously there's surely going to be a time where he has a dominant game. So this could be it. Again, I keep talking about him each and every week, but it might be finally time for him to come out and dominate. And obviously a few streaky guys you could potentially pick: Rocco Berry, Marcelo Montoya. And if you're looking for a cheaper guy, I'd go for Gola there, who's having some lighter games, but again, it's probably time for him to score a try, I'd say for sure. And if you wanted to go a little bit lighter, again, you got Pompey, who had a nice game last week with a 40, but I had a 0.7 the game before, so that kind of scares me off a little bit, if we're being honest. If we go to the halves and the hookers, and we have guys like Sean Johnson and Lockie Croker up top at 18,000. For me, I think the safest option is obviously going to be Croker. He's coming off a 49, a 62, and a 58 in 3 of his last 4 weeks, which is really nice. And then Sean Johnson, obviously the 2 games great before this last one. So if they get beat fairly comfortably, I'd see him getting a little bit of a lower score where Croker could get a decent score in. If Warriors win, he could get a good score. If Manly win, he could also get a decent score and potentially score a try as well. So they're 2 up top. Wade Egan, I think, is a solid one as well. Coming back, hasn't played in about 3 weeks now, so he has the potential to come out and do really well, like he was doing previously. Normal scores in the mid 40s with potential for 50 plus. At 16,900, that's obviously a sneaky, interesting option there. In the number 6 jersey is Josh Schuster for the Manly Seagulls at 14,920. I think this is the game for him to get that 45 plus and really show his dominance. He's been waiting for this opportunity to play in the 5/8 position for a long time now, and this is the position he wants to be long term. So I can see him coming out, really dominating, running the footy, but also with his traditional no-look passes, that's for sure. So Schuster's there at 14.9, who could do really well. This is obviously the week, though, for Kieran Foran. So it's 11,910. He gets the kicking duties all to himself. And we know how good kicking stats are in this game on Draftstars here. So Foran, I think you can get anywhere close to it. I think you can easily get a 40 plus for him this week at 11,900. So whether you don't use him in this position, but in the flex, I think would be a great opportunity for you to do well in this week. And obviously Dylan Walker off the bench, but he's going to be a little bit more consistent than what I think someone like Foran would be for your side. If you go to the forwards, we see Olakau'atu in a really good position there. He's been dominating. Obviously, he's going to be playing off Kieran Foran this week, so I still think there's a great chance for a 50 plus. Will it be higher than that? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure you can bank on a 50 from him. If that's good enough, sweet. If not, then you probably have to look a little bit elsewhere. And I'd be going for someone like Tohu Harris at 19,710. He's the clear guy to pick. I definitely see a mid-50s from him, whereas Olakau'atu is going to be a little bit more up or down. He has a chance to get a 70, but has a chance to get a 40 as well. Whereas Tohu, I think you can get the consistency from him and do really well this week. Jazz Savanga's obviously there as well. He's playing in the middle forward role in number 10 and coming off a lighter score last week. So I think he can definitely bounce back, but I wouldn't be banking on it completely there. We see Andrew Davey in the starting role again. And last week he got 34. So at 10,000, you're going to be taking that if he can produce that again and get some decent minutes. And I think with Schuster, in the starting side this week, I think Davey can get a couple extra minutes and get somewhere at least in that mid-30s. So if that's what you're looking for, then that would be great. And there's really not too much else to think about in the cheaper guys. So I think Davey's probably one of those guys that you'd want to target Carl Lawton could potentially get some decent minutes, but he has, the potential to have some low streaks as well. Some decent scores off the bench with some low ones. He'd be taking a risk with Lawton if you wanted to go with him. So they're my picks, guys, for Saturday night's game in round 13 between the Eagles and the Warriors. I wish all the guys all the best of luck. Jump in the description, hit that sign up button, and we'll see you on the other side.